Well, it's finally here, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4K, something I've been dreaming about since the format was launched. And I'm happy to say we can finally retire one disc out of our collection that we've come to love and hate. So should you upgrade? Is it worth it? What's the quality like? We'll talk about it. So be with you in a second, guys. So here it is, guys. I picked up the limited edition version from Zavvi. This was shipped from Zavvi. Got here, I think about a day after it was technically supposed to launch. Not a big deal. But here we go. Here's the back. You can see this is a UK release, as we have the film classifications there. It's a really good looking release, and I'm going to show you this a little bit closer up in a second. I did pick this up because this is the limited edition, like I had mentioned. I wasn't really a fan of the look of the DVD cover. I'm not someone who gets super hung up on aesthetics, but for something like this, I figured I would go all out and get the limited edition. And that's something we'll talk about too, if the limited edition is something you really need or not. Here is the box. It's a hard box. It reminds me very much of the Arrow limited edition boxes, like the if you had like the Dune and Dario Argento kind of boxes. It's pretty much the same exact box. So it's a nice quality box, heavy duty. You have the J card on here. I always keep my J cards on if I can. It's Freddy coming out right there. On the side, we have a Nightmare on Elm Street, the Warner Home Video logo, horror, kind of like a VHS throwback almost. Inside we have the Steelbook. Now this limited edition does come with a Steelbook, and we actually get the original artwork on the Steelbook, which to a lot of people is a big deal. To me, it's very nice to have. I really like the original artwork here. There's a back, Freddy coming out above Nancy's bed. So I'm really happy to own the Steelbook with the original artwork. You know, I think it's kind of a shame, to be honest, that they only put the original artwork on the limited edition release. I don't think that was necessary, and I wonder if it was done on purpose. I don't know. The standard should have come with this artwork, I will say that. Now, if this was sold out, would the DVD artwork that is on the standard 4K, would that keep me from buying it? No, I think that's fine, but it is nice to have this. And like I said, it is a Steelbook. I don't really care too much about Steelbooks personally, but it is a nice touch. So between this kind of retro looking art on the front and the original art on the Steelbook, I'm gonna have to give the look of this I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10, honestly. I really like the limited edition artwork. I can't say the same for the standard release. I think the standard release, I'd probably give it like a 4, to be honest. But this one I'd give a 9. I really like this. I like the standard artwork, or the original artwork. Anyway, that's that. Let me show you the inside real quick, and then we'll move on to the extras. So on the inside, we have Freddy up there. We have the 2 discs. That's the 4K in the front and the Blu-ray in the back, which I believe also contains the new scan or restoration. And I don't know if this picks up on camera, but the Freddy's fingers are kind of holographic. Moving into the extras, because that's really, besides the artwork, that's really what you're buying this for. I mean, I think most people are probably buying it for the artwork, and I will say that definitely was a factor when I bought it. But I think, with these limited editions, really what you're after is the extras, right? So what does this come with? Well, we have this little package here, kind of like an envelope. Again, we have the original artwork on the front in kind of a red tinted color, although it's not quite coming up because of the lighting I have. On the back, we have A Nightmare on Elm Street right there. And this kind of is like an envelope that opens up like so. And we have some stuff inside. So inside we have a certificate of authenticity You can see I have number 7435 out of 27,000, what is that, 27,400. So that's pretty cool. It comes with the authenticity certificate. And we have a poster here. We have the original artwork poster. It's a little guy. It's probably like 12 by 16-ish or something like that. And then on the back we have this foreign language poster. I'm not sure which language this is. I see some umlauts, so maybe it's German. But I do really like this poster. I think if I were to frame it, I probably would put up this because it's a little bit different and it's still really cool. So, but again, I'm gonna have to find a frame for this. So what else does this come with? Well, we have a couple cards here. Back we have Freddy's glove. That's the same on all of these. We have Freddy. We have Nancy, Glenn, Tina, and these are all different scenes from the movie, obviously. And we kind of go back to the beginning. So there's not a lot of them, and they're cool. I mean, these things, like, I get these in a lot of my limited edition releases, and they're not something I really care too much about, to be honest. I'm not really sure what they're for, other than like maybe displaying, but like, I mean, I just rearranged this room and I might do a little tour of this at some point. It's like, I don't even know what I would do with those. They all just stay in my cases. But anyway, we have this booklet here, which has the DVD art on it, and the back says nothing. And then on the inside, it's just stills from the movie. No like interviews or anything like that. It's just stills from the movie, which again, I mean, it's cool, but I never really got much out of these, right? So let's talk about the difference, and if you should try and get your hands on the limited editions. So should you go for the limited edition UK version? Well, as far as I know, you can still get the Steelbook, which is basically the same artwork as this, except in a Steelbook form, not the hard box with the Steelbook. It's just the Steelbook with this artwork. The standard version has the original DVD artwork, which I know some people don't mind it, some people really hate it. I believe the limited edition was $60. The Steelbook US release is about $35, and the standard edition is like $25. I think I would have been totally fine with the Steelbook, but because it's a Nightmare on Elm Street and I love A Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole series, I went with the most expensive limited release. Part of that is FOMO. I'm not gonna lie or say that I'm immune to FOMO. I'm very much not. I think if I were to turn back time, I could be totally fine with a Steelbook. So is this worth the extra $25? You get this little booklet, like I said, with some cards and a certificate of authenticity in a hard box. That's the only difference, guys. It really is. Now, do I have buyer's remorse? No, I don't. I'm still happy with this. I very much am happy with this, and I think it's a great, amazing release, and I feel like we're very blessed to get something like this kind of treatment after so many years of just dealing with this guy. I'm very, very much grateful for this. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, for me personally, I think I could have been fine with this Steelbook. So if you're upset that because this might be sold out by now, and if you're upset that, this is sold out, or it's going for more on eBay, I don't know what it's going for secondhand. Rest assured that you're not really missing that much, other than the hard box and those little extra bonuses that aren't even really anything crazy. I think you're fine with a Steelbook, and you're gonna save some money. And by the way, if you don't mind the DVD artwork, just get the standard release. It's the same movie, it's the same extras, it's just a little bit less premium. I think that's totally fine too. So, for $25, you can get the same quality. So don't feel like you missed out with this. Unless, like I said, you really want this artwork and that's like a deal breaker for you, which for me it's not. I think this artwork is just fine. And even the DVD artwork, you know, it is what it is. And you can probably get a secondhand slip on Etsy, or there's plenty of guys on Instagram that make secondhand slips you can put over the standard release. So don't feel like you missed out. I think this release is great. I would give it, on sturdiness and artwork and design, I would give it a 9 out of 10. As far as like extras are concerned, I don't know. So there you go. I really think this is a worthy upgrade without a doubt, especially if you're like feeling budget conscious and you just want to go for that $25 standard release. Compared to the quality of this, I think it is definitely worth it, in my opinion. If you are 4K capable, especially if you have like a nice TV and player. Now, I watched this on my OLED 4K monitor, so I absolutely notice a difference. Now, your mileage might vary depending on your viewing, you know, how you're viewing this movie, but I will say I think that they did a great job. They really took their time with this, and they really gave it the treatment that it deserved. And hopefully we can see the rest happen for these movies. It's a shame, you know, that they've never gotten the treatment that that Friday the 13th and especially Halloween received. So we'll take what we can get for now. This is a huge victory for us horror fans, especially us Nightmare on Elm Street fans, and I'm very happy and proud to own this release. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you, guys.
A massive thank you to my Patreon supporters. If you would like to support this channel, you can find those links in the description. Bye bye.